Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are still in the Inquisitor's chamber, more or less. I actually nipped just outside the main room because that allowed us to pop back to camp. Because I wanted to swap out Will for Karlach. We've probably got some rumbling to do on our way out of this place. And she's a good lass in a fight. Now she's ready to level up, so let's get that out of the way first. She is now level 6. Thunderbolt Strike. Whenever you deal lightning or thunder damage to a creature that's large or smaller, you can also push it. That's kind of fun. I'm also going to swap out Cure Wounds, I think, for Healing Word. It's less healing, but most importantly, it's a bonus action. And we don't have 1,000,001 uses for our bonus actions, so that could be fun. We don't need Mass Healing Word though, because we're not a healer, we're a destroyer. Do we have any particular spells we could bring along to help us destroy? Not as such, but Spirit Guardians is amazing, and she's going to be getting up close and personal, so that can join the rotation. Protection from energy? She could protect, say, Lae'zel from thunder damage, and then get all thundery up in people's grills without having to worry about her colleague getting caught up in the mix, but it seems unlikely to happen. We'll put whole person on. And she also wants to chat with us again. Well, she did.
Copper for your thoughts?
Okay, she's decided that she doesn't want to chat right now. That's fair enough. We could ask her about how she knows Mizora, though.
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
Yeah, I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Fair enough. I don't think we need to ask if she's going to keep coming after it. Because it's Mizora. Of course she's going to keep coming after it. Now, I'm going to embiggen my hotbars a bit as well, because we've got a lot of stuff that I'm probably forgetting to use every now and again. Just because I don't see it on my bars. It still won't give us everything, maybe, but makes me more likely to remember that I've got some abilities available. Now, out we go. Oh, maybe actually. Speaking of abilities, I keep forgetting. It's Shovel! The main character returns. Now it's nice and quiet along here. Nobody was waiting in ambush for us outside the Inquisitor's chamber. But it might get a bit more rough and ready as we move out into the main part of the creche. No one's spotted us yet. I mean, we could just teleport to safety through a waypoint. But that's less fun than fighting our way out. Let's have a look in this direction first. We've got the old training room up there. They're all ready for a rumble if we go that way. But one of those youths was pretty cool, so it'd be nice if we can avoid that room. But I do have business in this hallway, I think. Yeah, it looks like everyone's just abandoned the corridor and they've moved into separate rooms to prepare for the attack. So that's kind of cool. We can pick and choose what fights we might want.
The portrait looks down on you, as if you were little more than an insect.
Well, let's see if we can pass a dex check. It's going to be a tricky one. But we got the job done. Excellent.
Take a moment to fully appreciate your masterpiece.
That is indeed a
She
masterpiece.
certainly looks a little less regal now.
Yeah.
A wretched display. I thought you better than such juvenile antics.
Come on, Lae'zel. In my defense, it was funny. Now, should we go and beat up the doctor? The doctor did try and kill us in the machinery.
Skvar!
Yep.
My head.
Yep.
If they will not see sense, then bleed them dry.
They do seek your head, Lae'zel. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Let's pop up. Oh yeah. Normally, when you not enough movement. Okay. Maybe we'll just fire an arrow at you. Yeah. This youth comes out to panic about the fact that Blackith's painting has been defaced. But of course now he's aggressive. And it has in fact pulled in the whole of that room by the look of it. So we have got a sizable rumble on our hands. We won't waste our War God's blessing on a crossbow attack. Now, I've got some ranged damage we can do here though, so let's see. Take that, youth. And then we'll get Astarion moved up. And shovel. So how's this going to play out? I guess we're going to have no choice now but to kill the fan of Orpheus.
Perish by my hand, Istark.
At least all these youths should go down nice and easy because they're all level 3. Training instructor probably sees it as a good chance to give them some
The pupils
education.
analyze every move. Don't underestimate them.
Yeah. I think I will underestimate them, Lae'zel, if that's okay. They're all pissy low level. Well, we don't have any AoE really, do we? Aside from maybe Spirit Guardians. We could cast that and then they would all waltz in and injure themselves, but concentration might be broken fairly quickly. Heck with it. I love a bit of Spirit Guardians. So we want them all to attack Lae'zel, so we will hang back a bit with Karlach. Shatter. Ooh. That seems like a good time to use Destructive Wrath. That's taken out some of the buggers. And then Astarion could possibly cantrip 2 of them, if he can see them. Nice. So that's most of the youth gone before Spirit Guardians could even do anything. Now, a lot of these buggers can attack twice in one turn, which is sad. But that was Spirit Guardians getting an attack in, so that's nice. Bit dramatic. So, let us see if we can't knock this guy off without doing too much in the way of trouble. So, let's try and take him out with Sacred Flame. That's not worked.
Time to kill.
We could get Astarion in there. Let's see. If we can damage this guy at the back, then Toll the Dead will do more damage. Cool. So now let's get Astarion involved. Excellent, that's decent damage against our friend. And now Lae'zel can move in. That guy was using a crossbow, but I don't know if he prefers to use a crossbow or not. Let's just dash. Spirit Guardians can get in a hit for us. And then, sadly, we don't get an extra attack at this point. And we're out of war charges. That's cool. Yeah, go on, shovel. Yeah, he's still doing ranged attacks, that's fine. Now he's stepped away. Which we can live with. Because Spirit Guardians now gets to do a bit more. He's out of sight of most of the crew, which is sad. A little bounce from Karlach might be enough to reach our friend. And yeah, heck with it. We'll give him a proper bash this time. Gale's not going to do much from back here, so we'll just run forward. We could run further forward, but he might just misty step again. Yeah, we'll just give him a bit of Toll the Dead. Well, concentration succeeded our saving throw, but we were tripped, so we broke concentration anyway. So there goes Spirit Guardians. A Searing Smite? Or a Branding Smite? Yeah, let's try and smite them out. For 6 damage. Amazing. But he will take extra fire damage every turn, but I hope he's not going to live that many more turns. Yeah, come on. Unless we all suddenly start missing our attack rolls. Yep, and that's exactly what's happening. Shovel! Yeah, I didn't think Shovel was going to do 11 damage. But there we go. He's down. He's got another Gith crossbow, which we will take, because I couldn't help but notice that Karlach has just a regular crossbow. There we go. Should probably get something better than Faithbreaker as well. Lae'zel's holding onto all our weaponry. We've got the Shattered Flail, but it can lead to problems. Definitely give her the Haste Helm. Now, Lae'zel, do you want to heal yourself for a few HPs as well? That's good enough for now. And before I forget, I will hop into your spell books and put Healing Word in instead of Cure Wounds. Probably not much in the way of loot on these Ute. No, they don't get Gith short swords or long swords because they haven't earned them yet. Now there's a rumble out here which can be tricky, but it will lead to our escape. Got 3 warriors. And then we've got some crossbow wielding raiders as well. Do we do that first, or shall we go to the doctor? Yeah, that's probably our way out of here. So let's go deal with the doctor's office first, I think. We'll leave the hatchling area, the hatchery, because we like the guy in charge. This place, though, full of troublemakers. Now, Karlach. Do you want to do something similar to what you did before? You got Cool Lightning as well. So Cool Lightning could hit like 3 of them. Shatter is a bit bigger, so let's Shatter again. Counterspell? You absolute dastard. We don't want counter spells happening. Now we've got bonus action Misty Steps. That'll help us get into the play with Lae'zel. Are you going to parry? It doesn't look like you want to. New lot of youth. Again, it's probably worth taking out the youth just because they are annoying. There's lots of them. And they'll just whittle away at the crew. Now Starion can do a bit of tolling of the dead. Gale doesn't get to act just yet. Rangers. Probably a pain in the butt. I think the Doctor might be a good first target, just because I don't know what they're capable of. But Astarion has blocked this door, because of course he has. And I can't even get through it because when you try to, it's like, do you want to close the door? It's like, no, I don't want to close the door. So... we could always silence everyone. That'll stop any counter spells. It'll also mean they can't take thunder damage, but I guess that's fine. Yeah. You just run in and eat an opportunity attack. Oh, that box is still crying. Maybe we can ignore the youth. They're not doing a great job of hitting anyone. So it's thunder damage that silence makes you immune to. Lightning, though, that's different. Do we cast lightning and just make Lae'zel eat a lightning attack? 'Cause everyone's kind of gathered up now. Eee, and do we use Destructive Wrath? Take one for the team, Lae'zel.
Mistress Dimples. What's that? That's what was in there.
Ah, the box is opened.
Were tormenting it.
It's a Grimishka. And it's mirror imaged and hasted. Excellent. Now, Lae'zel. Can't cast spells. You are silenced. But you can now smash the Doctor up a bit because you're not at risk of an opportunity attack. There we go. Nice dinky little healing word. I should have upcasted it. Got some more bang for my buck. But I didn't. Shovel! Get the kill! Oh, for Pete's sake, Shovel. This is why no one brings you on their team. Everyone saved against Toll the Dead. That's sad times. Yep, go for Karlach, that's fine. She's got HP to spare. Now, Gale. That Gish is at full health. But we do want the Doctor down.
Into the fray.
80% chance, so I'm like, oh, that's fine. I'll go for a weapon attack then. And then what bloody happens? What bloody happens, I tell you? Nothing, that's what. Let's heal Lae'zel a bit more. Hey! Grimishka's on our side. For now. It's probably not on anyone's side. But we haven't hit it recently. We didn't put it in a box and throw it around the place. Oh, for God's sake, she's on 1 HP. Can't somebody just get the job done?
I am fury. I am death.
There we go. I suppose it's more appropriate that Lae'zel did it. And then, can we shove this guy back into the silence? Yeah, we can. Shut up, you. And then we can stand next to him, so if he tries to leave the silence to cast a spell, he's going to get a bonk. Now, Shovel. I would quite like you to stand next to them, just to ruin their chances of hitting people with their attacks. And Astarion. Let's see. We'll stick with cantrips for now. We want to save some spells for our next fight. Okay. Yep. As predicted, he's trying to run away. One of those missed. Thanks to a bit of disadvantage because of Shovel. That Gish needs to go down, so we'll give him a big hit there. Okay, he's trying to get away from the Grem. But the Grem is still being tenacious. We like this. Shovel, do you want to hit that raider? Nice. And we failed to shove him as well. Oh, Pete's sake. Everything's a miss. Burning Hands blew up a barrel, apparently. Didn't even see a barrel there. That wasn't part of the plan. I think we'll just need a camp rest after this, to be honest. So we may as well go all out with everything that we've got, except for the Netherese Orb Blast. We don't want to use that. Sonic Overload. We take extra damage. Yeah, if we're concentrating on a spell, then we can use Concentrated Blast. I keep forgetting that. What can we concentrate on? I mean, having Bless on Gale might be useful. I may have mentioned before that I was going to put that on and then just forgot to put it on. But oh well. Oh well, oh well. Let's get off the fire. Go on, Gremo. I've no doubt you'll turn on me given half a chance. But you haven't yet. Is that guy on the fire? No. We can't push him onto it. Because we are weak and feeble. But down he goes. Oh, Astarion's down. Get up, lad. And we will run across the fire and threaten those two. Shovel's nearly got enough to reach them as well.
This is good.
Now, Astarion back off the fire. Good. Should just be clean up at this point. Oh yeah, he's not got an action this turn. And down he goes again. Right. We need a better weapon for Astarion as well. You trying to run away when we're all surrounding you? That's very silly of you. Yeah, we'll smack up that raider. We've got advantage. Lae'zel can bash this guy. And down he goes. It's going alright. It's going well enough. And Shovel can head back over, because that's what she does. Now, Astarion, can you get in close enough for a bite? Not enough movement. We can't use a bonus action to jump you over there, because then we'd have no bonus action to bite. So down you go again. He does have a shield, doesn't he? I mean, they keep going for him because he's got the lowest armor class, but yeah, he's got a shield. But he's still got the lowest armor class of anyone. So we'll do something about that down the line. I don't need to really waste my potions and whatnot on healing him, because we're going to win this fight. But I don't want him to miss out on any XP. I know it's not a lot of XP. This guy's probably worth like 20 XP or something silly. But still. Did we even get any XP off that guy? I'm not sure. Now, where's the doctor? What does she have? An Aberration Hunter's Amulet. Gith wearing this has advantage on intelligence saving throws, and aberrations have disadvantage on attack rolls against them. And it's got Ancient Grudges. Gain advantage on attack rolls against aberrations for 3 turns. I mean, how often are we going to be fighting aberrations? Maybe not often. But she doesn't really need Misty Step Amulet because she's a Gith. She can do that sort of thing anyway, free of charge. And we've also got a Gith Short Sword. And a key for the infirmary. I don't think the key's
A parasite.
great for anything.
Brimming with magic.
But we'll take another
Take
parasite.
it.
Yeah, the key is more if circumstances lead you to getting locked into this place. Then it allows you to get out. But we're fine. Goblet with dead tadpoles.
Githyanki scholars study gate devices closely. They even incorporate their findings into our own machines and magic.
Interesting. Now, we could do a short rest, but we used up a lot of our spells, and the next fight I'm planning on is tricky, so let's just go to camp. And let's have a long rest. Does anyone in particular wish to speak with us? I mean, we can speak to Tara.
Well, if it isn't my favourite fellow himself.
Hello. Would you like a good scritch?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Quite nice.
Good. What a good girl. Does Scratch want a good scritch? Yeah, he does. Oh, he's a good boy. And now it's bedtime. Lots of camp supply. Oh, before I forget though. We're constantly on weight limit on Gale. Where is our traveller's chest? It's over here somewhere. There it is. I don't know why it's popping up with Shadowheart when I click on the traveller's chest. There we go. Oh, I guess it's because it shows you the inventory of people who aren't currently in your party. So that you can grab their stuff. That's a new touch. That wasn't in the game last time I checked, but it's very handy. Now, we are carrying a lot of stuff, by the look of it, in our camp supplies. 45 weights worth of items. We could basically move all that into here. I don't know if there's an easy way to do it, other than just dragging and dropping. But we've already gone from 111 weight down to 94.8. So, yeah, you can certainly save a lot of weight by moving things out of your supply pack into the traveller's chest, and they can still be used. I don't know if I can sort the pack. Ah, I can sort the pack by weight. Okay. So that's 3. That's 3. We'll just move some of the heavier items. We've already saved a significant amount. And then, yeah, that'll do. Now we've got a whole lot of extra inventory space available to us for all these weapons that we're not using. Now it's bedtime. Oh, now Scratch has got something.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
What you got, boy? Let's see. Yeah, you want to hand it over? He probably does, you know. He's a good boy. Thanks, little one.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
It's a bone. I mean, we're supposed to give dogs bones, not the other way round.
Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
But we'll take it. Thank you, good boy. Item received. Bone. Now we've got one more fight between us and the way out of this wretched hive of scum and villainy. I mean, the last 2 fights were kind of optional. We could just fight our way out through the doors that we came in by. But if we head back to the waypoint, we could also fight our way out past the vendor, as we looked at earlier. And that is what we're going to do. We don't have anything on us, do we? No. I've got another party on the go at the moment, and they've got spells like Longstrider available to them that you cast after every long rest. And it'll just last until the next long rest. But none of our crew have got it. It's a great spell, it just makes you move a bit further in combat. I've got Talk to Animals, but that requires a Channel Divinity charge. We've only got 2. So I don't think I'll use that just yet. Instead we'll head on out and deal with this particular battle.
Entry. Intruder spot. Hitaka.
Okay, they've got the... Look, you lot stop. Wait, let everyone else get into the fight, please. Thank you. I don't want everyone just shooting Gale before anyone else gets the chance to do anything. Because this fight can be a bugger. Especially because these guys have got disarming attacks if you're not careful. Now, is that a little chasm? Maybe. But heck with it. Let's just get everyone in the fight the normal way. We're not going to try and throw everyone down the chasm. So, Astarion, you're kind of blocking everyone's path. Let's move you over here. And cantrip time, maybe? These buggers can parry. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that except use a weak attack on them to draw it out. Blind, incapacitate or restrain. Okay, so there are things we can do. And we've got blindness. 45% chance. Blindness for 10 turns. What if we upcast blindness and we put it on both of these guys who can parry? Oh no, we can't even see that one, fittingly. We can put it on the Courser Mistress. Good, we got them both. You are no longer able to parry. We're just going to smack you about a bit where you can't see. Now, Karlach, Same thing, I think. Fine. We want them all down, so yeah, we'll use up some of our divinities if we have to get hits on things. Now what are you gonna do? Not a lot. Can't put you to sleep because you've got too many hit points. We could hold you. $65%. Nice. And now we should be able to easily smash you up with crits and whatnot. Bonk. Yeah, let's use Touch of Death. Why not? She's subbed a potion. It's these guys who are going to be the problem, because they're just going to use their trip attacks and whatnot. And their general ranged attacks twice each per turn. But maybe that's fine. Yeah, disarming attacks. They're the worst. That's why we needed you blinded. Now, 75%. 100% though on Quen. But we've got turns to spare, I feel. Let's take out the one that's actually potentially hitting us. Wode's ensnaring strike. Is that a shield? Yeah, it is. 1 to 4 damage. We're not going to use it on anyone else, are we? Okay, it's failed. But 1 to 4 damage would have potentially got the job done there, so... Let's see. Can we crit this one? Yeah, I feel like if you hit people with hold person, it just generally crits. Oh, shovel! You had advantage and everything. But yeah, that's you down. Well, maybe I should have bitten that one and then attacked that one. But that's okay. A critical hit for 4 damage. Come on, Gale. You're the worst. That was a poorly thought out turn from that lass. But yeah, the Rangers keep doing their thing. Lae'zel took a spill. That'll cost her a turn, probably. Oh no, she managed to get up and get on with things. That's good. That's more like it, shovel. No. Down goes the one we'd held. This Court Mistress is almost done. 40%. 70% with the cantrip. Excellent. Down she goes. Let's just have a look at her inventory. Yeah. Why is it not allowing it to stay open? That's weird. We'll look at her inventory afterwards. But anyway, because of the mod I've got on, she's probably dropped a lot of stuff. We're not going to take most of it. But we might grab the money. It's amazing how much easier this fight is with a few debuffs. Stop dying, Lae'zel. Yeah, the odds were slim. But it couldn't hurt to try. Nice little potion for Lae'zel. And then maybe she moves over here as well, just to keep her alive as she works her way up the cliff towards our foes. Shovel can get involved. Nippy little bugger. Astarion can hopefully catch everyone there. What do you mean out of sight? I can clearly see them from here. And then Gale. Doing alright on health, so let's get him up here. And yeah, that worked last time. Higher dex on these guys, but still worked. Looks very much like Raider Graf is just running away like a coward. But they can't run forever. Now we've caught up to this bugger. He's going to be taking some opportunity attacks if he keeps trying to flee. Now, Lae'zel. I guess we could Misty Step with you. And then potentially close the distance. Oh, we haven't got another bonus action. Okay. But that's fine. We can still smack this one up. Or not. Shovel there. Okay, maybe not. And then I'm guessing you still can't see the other one. Yep. Gale. Could use Sacred Flame. Could use Guiding Bolt though. Nice, he didn't like that. Karlach takes a dive. Now. Yup. Yes. Get bonked. So, not much movement speed available for Karlach. I guess that's the downside to getting knocked down. I thought it cost you an action to get back up, but I guess it just costs you some of your movement speed. And then, yeah, let's try out Guiding Bolt. It's nice damage. Are you going to do anything of merit, Shovel? No. Gale, do you want to get the job finished, or are we doing one more turn? Nice, good job. Working our way up the levels. Got quite a way to go to get to level 7, but generally you'd expect to be like level 6, maybe level 7 going into Act 2. So we're doing fine. Now, it's still being weird. Why is it being weird? I don't get why that's being weird. Some sort of bug.
Let me work my magic.
Let's go back to camp. And then go back out. Does that fix it? Yeah, it does. Cool. So we'll take the cash. We'll take the 3,000 gold. But it would be kind of cheesy to take all the gear. There wasn't anything else I did intend to purchase before knocking her off, was there? Unseen Menace is cool. But no, we're not going to take any of this stuff. Because that would be too cheesy. We'll have the cash though. Oh, actually, before we go, there might also be some stuff in these crates. Crossbow of Arcane Force. And some food. So what's the crossbow of arcane force all about? It's a heavy crossbow, and it's got some sort of extra arcane ammunition. A bonus action. It infuses your crossbow bolts with arcane energy, so they deal extra force damage, but it's only for one turn, once per short rest, so it's not outstanding. And this is a door that brings us out of the monastery and right down at the bottom. So what we can do, perhaps, is climb up somehow. Is it over here? Yeah, we might be able to jump across here. This is an alternative way we could have got into the monastery. Instead of doing all the stuff to get up and around and to go in the other way, we could have snuck around and found this way in instead. I think I did it in my first ever playthrough because I was just exploring and enjoying the fact that I could jump about the gaff. And so I kind of missed the Dawnmaster's Crest entirely on my first playthrough, and I had to do other things instead to get the Blood of Lathander. But you'll see that this brings us up, basically, not far away from the grave that we dug up. There it is. The grave that we didn't even need to dig up. So that's another way out of the old monastery. But now that we're out, officially, we are going to use a waypoint. We're going to go back to the Blighted Village. Although attempting to go back to the Blighted Village has actually brought us to the campsite again. So we might be facing a plot camp as opposed to a regular one. This one's free. Hello.
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
I mean, it can't hurt to hear him out, despite what Dream Visitor says. Lae'zel?
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
You talking about the person inside the astral prism? Do you know who that is?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. Will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Sharess's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of our people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
There's some grade A heresy right there. The Zaithisk did seem to want to do that. I do think Vlaakith has led you astray, girl. I believe him, and so should you.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth.
I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Quite the revelation there, then. Voss is not actually loyal to Vlaakith, as we all assumed. And now Lae'zel's gone back to her tent for a good long think about things. Let's see what she thinks, exactly.
Vlaakith Kosivim Chrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me.
Yeah, that's the spirit. So Voss did call her a tyrant. Does this mean that you agree?
I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
It's a good little scam she's got going on there. Who do you think the one in the prism is?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
I would agree. Let's move on.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Sharesis Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Alright then, let's enjoy our free rest. I don't think we need to use food for this one because it was plot mandated. And now, it's time to head back to Blighted Village. It's time to head back down and fight some spiders again. It's going to be the remainder of the episode, so again, if spiders aren't your thing, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Otherwise, let's examine this well.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Let's peer into it.
Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Gleaming things, we like those. Let's go down the well. What have we got? It's a dead Skellybone. With a sword. That's not very thrilling. But we are now back in the caves of the Whispering Depths that we were in before, where we fought a couple of enemies and then failed to reach the rest because of my wanton destruction of spider webs. Otherwise we could have potentially found our way into this little workshop, which was once occupied by someone. Let's see. Let's have a look at these journals, shall we? The Bloody Journal. Originally a screed on Loth, the drow spider goddess. But a different hand is written on top of it. So, someone lived on the surface. Eliette was their name. And they are apparently a high elf that's exalted by Loth herself. Why would the drow goddess exalt a high elf? But she's been captured by the drow, and she sees downfall of their house in visions granted by the Spider Queen. And she's going to escape when the house falls and will worship Loth with her very soul. Interesting. Got a ritual diagram as well over here. A spider and an elf are sketched within overlapping circles. This tattered journal, they can sense my devotion, it draws them. I hid in the shadows, whispers from the Dark Mother. I work to a gift wrapped in spider silk, a pair of boots taken from a heretic's corpse. And another gift, the corpse of a drow. One with the power to inhabit the spider's form. Yeah, so she got this gift of the drow corpse. And sigils scarred upon his face allowed him to potentially transcend and become a spider. And she's going to do the same. And there's the boots she got, spider step boots. Immune to being enwebbed. Your movement speed is not affected by webbed surfaces. We've got a web-covered journal. It is time. I'll forever transcend this blasphemous flesh, refashion myself into the Queen's image. Today I found the House of Loth, and I shall be its matriarch.
May it please, Mystra.
And then we've got a burnt journal. In her form I find ecstasy. The spell is not enough. Interesting. So there we go. Seems as though she wanted to become spider. It's not for me, really, but where would we be if we were all alike? And over here we might find a spider. Curious. A whole bunch of the buggers, in fact. Well, two of them. There should be some Etacaps as well, but we took out the Etacaps earlier, perhaps? I forget. It's been a little while, but we may have taken out both the Etacaps. No, there's not a lot we can do from here, it seems. So we'll just take position and wait for the spiders to come to us. Unless we can. It's out of range. But we can have a little pot shot. And then maybe Astarion can reach with some cantrip. You can only hit the one. But that's more than zero. Ah, shovel. What are you doing down there? Get up here. Lazy cow. And then Gale can... yeah, why not? You two coming up? Or are you just throwing poison at Astarion? Okay, they are indeed coming up. Although they're both on the spiderweb, so it's tempting to just smash the spiderweb and send them right back down again. Only did 2 damage to each, but it was funny. And we keep the high ground. Although Karlach still can't hit anything with her crossbow. Now, Shovel, you could potentially get in there. Take you a turn or two, but we don't mind sacrificing you for the greater good. And there goes a spider. The only trouble with bunching everyone up is that they do potentially all get hit by that venomous discharge thing. Did that just miss? Come on, Lae'zel. How did we miss the spot? Oh no, we did hit it. We just didn't do 6 damage with it. Come now. Yeah, this guy's going down. Shovel, you want to put a bow on it? Hey! We like Shovel. A little bit of toxic damage in this place. Don't think there's much going on. There's the odd backpack, but it's nothing major, so we'll just press on.
Awaits.
We'll get the old auto save, which tells you that there's trouble ahead, usually. And there we go. That's Eliette herself. The pain in the ass who turned into a spider. Now, Karlach, can you reach over there with a shatter? No, okay. Let's exit turn-based. Because there's spider eggs over there, and doing them in could be fun. Can you please shoot out that spider web? Bam! 36 damage. Eat shit, spider. I mean, it hasn't even counted as starting combat. Oh, that'll do it. Yep, that'll do it for realsies. Now, let me think. What's a fun way to go about this? I mean, we could just blast it with, like, lightning or something. Could do 30 damage there. It's only 45% chance though. What if we approach from this direction? Because like, potentially we could blast her into the chasm. But I don't want to do that. Because she's got loot. And a thunder wave is going to hit everyone else apparently. So maybe we try and slip away with the others. Yeah, that's fine. And then Lae'zel. Well, maybe Lae'zel, actually. Give her a bonk first. Then slip away. Now Karlach, Thunderwave. 16. Didn't actually push it. Okay. But that's fine, it's not the end of the world. Now Gale. Let's upcast and necrotic touch. 56 critical damage. She's not even going to get a turn at this rate. Jeezums. Well, there we go. One shot the boss. Still got some goons. But we don't have to worry about running over and opening a bunch of clutches of eggs. Now, up you come, phase spider. You coming up to the same one? Yeah, they're both on the web, so let's soften it up apparently, but nothing more than that. And then Lae'zel, do you also want to soften up this web? Because these things haven't got a lot of health. Although they didn't take a lot of damage there. I was expecting more damage there. So be it. What's your dex like? Not great. With the high ground. Oh, it still saves. Bloody hell. You're the worst. What do you mean you're out of sight? Like, Gale's stood right there and he can see you, so why can't... Fine. Let's just enter and let them bounce back up to us. Okay, they haven't bounced back up. They're content to be ground spiders now. Now, from there... Still can't see either of them. I guess we could also be a ground person. Down we go. It's worth it for the damage. No. Karlach can hit that one from up here. In theory. In practice, she can't hit shit. 2 critical misses in a row. Stop being the worst, you two. And then Shovel will need a dash to stand any chance of getting down to these guys. Go on, lass. And now they're like, oh god, it's Shovel. Let's get out of here. It's a wise move, to be sure. But now you're in bonking range. Go on then, we'll use a guided strike. Why not? And there we go, another victory is ours. So let's just help ourselves. Oh, it's only the poisonous robe. Whenever you do poison damage, deal more poison damage. So the loot I was worried about losing is something we're never ever going to use. So be it. But there's a bit more to this cave. There's a skeleton, for example, with a bow. There's a purple thing. And over here, for some reason, there's a waypoint. Not sure why there needs to be a waypoint there, but there is. Well, I know why there needs to be a waypoint there, but we'll worry about that later. For now, we'll park up next to this gem.
Something ominous about such depths. I wonder how deep it goes.
It's pretty deep, that one. So yeah, we'll park up here, and when the spider haters are returned next episode, we'll have a look at what this dark amethyst might do. And then it might actually be Underdark time. But until then, thanks for watching, friends. I will see you soon.